Hello, welcome. This is Maniac Tim with Maniac Sports, and this is, of course, No Hold Bars Friday, where you can talk about just about anything on here. Nothing spans, man, as long as it's sports related. And it's, I mean, we do actually try to keep it pretty much PG, as far as in your language. Uh, but yeah, Lions heading into the uh, this week where they could actually clinch the division. More more important than they actually beat up on the Vikings, hopefully. Uh, but yeah, this is hope Lions are going into this Christmas weekend, with a chance to probably give the best present to themselves, a win, and they win the NFC North, even a tie. I think it would even give you the NFC North. Uh, but yeah, if somebody wants to come in, the link is posted in the comment section. I hope everybody's ready for this game. Uh, Stafford could end up coming back to Detroit, not as a player, but as an opponent, because if the Lions win the division and uh, if the Rams go ahead and get into playoffs, Stafford could come back to Detroit and meet us in a playoff in the playoffs. Who knows? Especially after that whipping that they gave up on the New Orleans Saints. I'm not saying I want to play Stafford. I think that is a great franchise there. They right now they're one of the hottest offenses right now that are playing. So if you look at that, do I want to see the Lions play Stafford? No, not really, but it could happen. Uh, yeah, you guys are watching Tim's Maniac Sports, No Hold Bars Friday. Uh, Lions are having the on the verge of having the best season that they've had in a long time. First time, hopefully they'll win the NFC North. Uh, Hopefully they'll win in style. Um, if you look at the struggles they had over the years, if you look at the struggle that they had over this season alone, there's still some, uh, there may be still some questions. But is golf back on track? This is what we're saying. Uh, golf, and you cannot um, discount the players around them for sure. But the Lions' offense was back on track last week. Can they keep it going against the Minnesota strong defense? Um, can the Lions' defense go ahead and stop the Minnesota's offense? I think they can. I think right now, if they go in with the thought of actually getting the work done, putting all the BS behind them as far as what has happened. Just go in there and play ball, play like they're champions. I think they can go ahead and actually win out the rest of the season. I know Cowboys are playing tough. It's tough to beat them at home. It's tough to beat. It's always tough to beat Minnesota at Minnesota. For some reason, the Lions have a problem seem to have the most problems against their own divisional opponents. But hey, it's time to change that. It's time to make that a thing of the past. Uh, with Kirk Cousins being out. Who I didn't even, but yes, it's time to put better us. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, let's get to win Sunday. Yep, let's get to win Sunday for sure. I want. Oh, that's good. That's good. But you still gotta respect them. You may not be scared of the Vikings, but you gotta respect them. Uh, I'm. They ought to be able to beat this team. Uh, but one of the things is you don't want to take any team too lightly, as the Lions have shown in in the recent past. You know, uh, I'm not saying to be scared, shivering, and all this other stuff. I'm if you can beat a red hot you're only scared of Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. Okay. But remember, those are key opponents to their team that can go ahead and actually give threats. Um, definitely. Um, what happens if they, another concern? What do I know Dobbs has been taken out, and he's now the second string quarterback. What do you think they would put Dobbs back in because of him being a running quarterback versus you know versus who they got now in there? Yeah, I know the one right now is not mobile, but if they put Dobbs back in, you know, and yeah, I mean everybody knows that that's been the weakness for the Lions for some time now. You know, is that mobile quarterbacks that can be a dual threat quarterback too. I mean, it's not only you know, if it's only a quarterback that can run and not throw, then it's not as much as a problem. But when you have the mobile quarterbacks that actually have the targets that they complete to, uh, okay, yeah, you're not scared of you're not scared of Josh Dobbs. He sucks, plays for 32 teams in the NFL. uh, for everybody. Yeah, right. I definitely see that. Uh, but yeah, hey, you see that Tim Boyle got hired again? I mean, not for Lions. I mean, definitely not for Lions, but what is it? The Browns, the Bengals, some place. Uh, he got let go from the freaking freaking Jets. How does that guy just keep getting right? And that's Gibbs, St. Brown, JMO. Uh, I no answer for And of course, Laporte, the Maniac player, in my opinion, the Maniac player last week, Sam Laporte. You also got to gives uh the mention to. I mean, sure, he had a couple real good runs last week. Uh, but yeah, it gives Sam Laporte. Uh, of course, Hawkinson's going to really, you know, I expect them to try to get Hawkinson have him uh, have a good game, against us because us being, I mean that's one of their key weapons too is TJ Hawkinson, and I'm sure you would like to get yeah a few ones. Okay, Jared Goff, Player of the Week to the offensive line. Jared Goff had 5 touchdowns, 0 turnovers. Exactly. Jared, that's exactly. He 5 touchdowns. I mean, that's just amazing. Uh, it's to come from struggling like it was the last, few previous games, with turnovers. Um, Having Frank Ragnow back, that really helped out. Uh, but yeah, definitely, Jared Goff being one of the mainstays of of you know basically the MVP of last week's game. You know, uh, you know, anytime you can get 0 turnovers and 5 touchdowns, hell yeah. We can't stay. We can't say nothing bad about Jared Goff's last game. 5 touchdowns, 0 turnovers. Exactly. I'm not arguing that point. I'm not. I mean, definitely we can't play. We can't uh, say anything bad against him because he sure went ahead and really made it good. You know, play that game. Once the offense started to click, that really made a difference. I mean, that just took over and just made a total difference. Uh, how Jared Goff led that offense, how that offense just totally, I mean, it took a little while for them to get clicking, but once they did, it was like a non-stop train. Uh, I mean, that's what they need to do this week. They need to be that non-stop train. Uh, and they need to go in there and just they need to show Minnesota that they're the superior team. That no holds bars, just go ahead and take Minnesota. Go ahead, show them that they are the champs. That they are the NFC North champs. Different maker Frank Ragnow and Iffy Melifondo, defense and offense. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, he definitely showed up last week. Definitely. And you're right. He yeah, Val's guy from Detroit Lions on the prowl. Iffy Melifondo. Yep, last game. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, he showed up. And yeah, Frank Ragnow, yeah, basically made that difference on the offensive. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't the only one, but yeah, that offensive line kept things. And we need another big game from Iffy. We do. We need and of course the rest of the defense, you know, and offensive lines. We need uh We definitely need that. We need we need to get some sacks in this game too. Containment sacks. Keep that pressure up for sure. And is this Mr. Jackson that's giving me the comments because it's not saying your name? I just want to give you credit. And if it's somebody else, I would like to give them credit. Or whoever's the person that's. We need to get some turnovers too. Detroit Lions, yeah. And yeah, I figured it was you. Yep. You're Jackson. Sorry about that yawn there. Yeah, we definitely need to get some turnovers. Yeah, just go ahead and take it to them. Take it to them. Get some strip sacks, some interceptions, some just take the ball, and of course stop them. We need to make them go 3-and-out. You know, uh, I would like to see them. I would really love to see the Lions have a score where it's like uh 52-0. That's what I would love to see. I would love to see the Lions beat the Vikings 52-0. Have that kind of game, you know. That that's just what I want to see. Is I want to see a can of whip ass opened up on the Vikings. You know, just go ahead and just show the Vikings that yeah, you're only a couple games behind us, but now you're playing the king of the jungle, the king of the NFC North. It's time to go ahead and put you to bed. And that's what they got to do. They got to put this season to bed in a big stats. Amen, brother. Amen. Now talking about no hold bar, put 100 points against on them. Hell yeah, hell yeah. That would be awesome to go ahead and set a league record on the amount of points. I mean, hey, it would be great to beat the Dolphins record, or for this year when they put up 70 points against Denver. Yeah, go ahead and put. Man, I definitely 100 points. Shoot, shoot. I like the way you think there. I do. I like the way you think there. Just go ahead and that would be uh yeah, that would be great to put up 100 points against the Vikings, especially when they're known for their defensive stance that the Vikings have, and but yeah. So and it would be also great to knock them out of the playoffs. I I I I really don't want to see the Vikings three times. Okay. So yeah, that can only happen in Madden, not in real life. Oh, you know what? It would be great if it could, though, wouldn't it? You know? I mean, go ahead and freaking, yeah, 100, 100 points. Yeah. I mean, that would be great. In real life, I mean, it would be great, man. It would be just so awesome. So awesome to get 100 points. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is pie in the sky dreaming and stuff like that, but to get 100, you know. Now, okay, if you could only score 100 points against one team, uh, who would you rather score 100 points against? Would, yeah, and of course, this other thing that I'm going to bring up. Well, I'm going to give you multiple choice of three teams. Okay, would you rather score 100 points against? Well, we'll do four teams because I've. Would you rather score 100 points against the Vikings? Would you rather score 100 points against the Packers? Or would you rather score 100 points against the Bears or against the Cowboys? See, most I want. Okay, you answered that. It's like you read my mind. The Cowboys. That would be awesome to go into Dallas this year and oh man, especially with oh jeez, I'll just be happy to go ahead and beat them twice like they did when when Eric Kramer beat them, in the '90s. I mean, now if the Lions win their next two games, then they will have tied the regular season record. And that's why I say if it needs to be in this next two games, they got to win the next two. They will have tied the 12-4 season for the NFC record for them. Uh, when they had a 12-4 season and there was only 16 games. That's for cheating the line out of the playoff ones a few years back. Yeah, and and of course that was the NFL and the NFL refs that did that. They went ahead and went ahead and I know the game that you're talking about. That was the year that the uh that they did that to picked up that flag, which would have gave the Lions pretty much sure win if if they would have if the refs wouldn't have picked up the flag after calling pass interference. Then they said, "Oh no, it was only goaltending." So I mean, yeah, I would settle for winning them, for beating them 50 points and stuff like that. For just go in there and beat the Cowboys. That's what I want to do. First go in there, take care of business. I want to see the Lions win out, their games. Okay, let's see. Wow. And that, oh, okay. We don't need. One thing I don't like is, I mean, yeah, this is no hold bars, but I really don't like I mean, I'm not into making fun of people's sexual orientation for sure. Yeah, I know they had Tony Romo as quarterback. I remember that, and Matthew Stafford was the Lions quarterback. Uh, and that basically cheated the Lions of a playoff win. So all these years when when you look at the line, or when you look at the them saying the Lions have not won a playoff game. Well, there's one that the Lions could have had, but the refs kind of helped the Dallas Cowboys win that game. Everybody was saying it. Everybody was, every, at, at that, but that gets lost in the memories. It doesn't show up in the record books. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I think Stafford should have had a playoff win. If things like that wouldn't have happened, if the refs would have, just gave the other team the helpful nudge, or basically the helpful, they the helpful um, shove, you know. So, and I do indeed think that some, maybe I don't think that all these are sponsored, sanctioned by the NFL, but I do think that some calls are indirect, uh, are kind of, I heard the Packers. Dallas Cowboys got cheated versus Packers the next game. I wish it was us Cowgirls got cheated and lost. Yeah, I remember, and we actually, the Lions, and I remember that season, or that game, the last game against the Packers. Uh there was a bunch of, and I'm talking about the game before the playoffs, the last regular game of the year. All right, the refs would not call a damn thing against the Packers, and the Lions actually should have been NFC North champions then, but the Packers, were kind of helped out to win that NFC North champion, or NFC, that game against the Lions that year. But yeah, I know what you're saying, but I'm also looking at the game before the playoffs too. You know, but yeah, I'm also, but yeah, in a lot of and that went on in a lot of the games, where the refs went ahead and helped the other team beat the Lions. And of course that doesn't only happen with the Lions. It happens. This year has been horrible in some of the officiating that I have seen on other teams too. Uh, where it's like, there's, if you look at it, it's just there's. I do think that Denver should have had one more touchdown against the Lions. Uh, but I don't know why uh, they didn't challenge it. You know, it, but it is what it is. Uh, But yeah, the Lions just need to go ahead and they just gotta go ahead and take care of business. And right now the Lions are playing good enough. We're one we're one call will not go ahead and change the game. Uh, that's what we're seeing. The Lions are playing better that way. Uh, you know, and we don't want to. But yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to this game. I'm looking forward to being NFC North champions. Uh, go in there, Minnesota, get it done, beat them in their home stadium. No excuses for refs. Lions versus Broncos can't use the refs as an excuse. We beat them by 20. Yeah, I was not saying that the refs uh, caused the Lions to win. Don't get me wrong. I do think that the Broncos should have had another touchdown, but I don't think that that cost the Broncos a game. The Lions were the better team uh, at that uh, going into there. The Lions were the better team on the field and played the better ball. However, being critical on the refs, I tried to be fair both ways. And sure, it's 25 points, so it wouldn't change the outcome of the game. But I do think that the Broncos should have had one more touchdown. But Peyton should have went ahead and called doing that challenge flag too. So that's on him too. You know. Yeah, and that was not arguing who was a better team. It was not. Because the Lions just the better team. Exactly. Exactly. The Lions showed up. The Lions did what they had to do. Lions went ahead, took no names. I don't like the way the wrinkles in the shirt. Uh, but yeah, for sure. Lions just did a better job. They did. Lions went ahead and beat that team. Um, they win the NFC North, and hey, and I think that did a lot for them to and no, yeah, they haven't won the North yet, but I think they will. Okay, so 42 Detroit Lions, yeah, to 17, way better team, way better, exactly. You know, and at the time of that touchdown, they had time to recover. That's no the Lions trust them. Plain and simple. The Lions went ahead and uh they took it to them. They showed them who was boss. Uh they outplayed them. Uh by far. By far they outplayed 42-17. That that's a way better score. So yeah, you're not gonna hear an argument there from me. Exactly. Exactly. Oh shoot, sorry about the yawn. Yeah, they sent and hey the if you look at it too, the Packers had or not the Broncos had every reason to try to win just as much as we did. You know. Okay. That touchdown, if gave to Denver, would have not made a difference. Lions win, always way better. Yeah, exactly. When exactly. The Lions won that game. I just brought up the point where they should have had at least one more touchdown. That's all that was. Not it was not a debate on who would have won that game because the Lions played way better than the Broncos. Sorry about for drinking on there, but I really needed a drink. I know it wasn't alcohol. All right. Yeah. So what do you think the Cowboys lose again? Let's go ahead and let's right, yeah. Okay, we're gonna move past that question now because yeah, we both agree it would have not made a difference. Uh no, that was just a statement. Uh so Dallas Cowboys play Miami this week. Uh of course you caught Dallas Cowboys or Dallas Cowboys. Uh who do you think who do you think will win that game? Is that Miami? You know, do you think Dallas wins or do you think uh Miami wins? I'm thinking Miami's going to go ahead and beat Dallas. I don't. I would like to see them beat them by quite a bit. Uh, but yeah, I'm thinking. You know, and you know what would be great though. I would love to see Green Bay lose to the Panthers. Hello, John. How's it going? Nope, we are not doing that. Uh, yeah, I'm sorry about that. We're not we are not taking donations or anything like that to for other plays. Things need to be approved by me first before ad like that comes off. That will be taken off. Okay. Okay, so I can see Miami winning. They can run the ball. Dallas can't stop the run. Yep. And Dallas plays terrible but Dallas does play terrible on the road against good teams. Um, Miami will have all their weapons back and stuff like that too. Uh, but Dallas just got uh, humiliated against the Bills, so Dallas is going to try to play stronger. Uh, Lions to do need I need to Lions do need Cowboys to keep running the ball. They can't stop running. Looks at last game versus Buffalo Bills. Run all the time, them cowgirls. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, if they can't run, we want them to keep trying to run the ball. Exactly. I definitely want to see Dallas. I want to see Dallas lose out. I want to see the 49ers lose out too. Ah, okay. Let's see. But you know what would I mean? It would be great for Green Bay to lose to Carolina and kind of number Carolina only won 2 games this year. Number two, if Carolina wins one more game, then that kind of puts the number one draft pick kind of puts that in question if the Bears will get that or not. That number first overall pick is what I'm saying. We have two running backs run the ball on Dallas. College girls can't stop. Run Buffalo. Bills only have one running back, and we can do it. Lions. Yeah, yeah, right. Get in there and put that new threat and stuff like that in there. We got, and they're both different style running backs too. So it's like, and if the offensive line is intact and stuff like that, OMD. I mean, that's good. Yeah, just keep running. I mean, to go now, can you just see? Can you just see the Lions going into Dallas and being basically the only significant team to go there and to actually beat Dallas at Dallas? I mean, that's just going to go ahead and say, whoa, that's going to make a lot of people look and see just exactly how good the Lions can be. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, Lions to win. We want the Lions to win out and for Dallas, 49ers, and the Eagles to all lose out. Because what would happen if that took place, then the Lions would get that first round bye. I'm all with you there. I'm all with you there, y'all. Definitely with you there. Go Ravens beat the 49ers Monday Night Football. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's yeah, definitely. Let's go Ravens. Come on, Lamar Jackson. Go ahead and make Purdy not look so pretty. I'll tell you, the Ravens are the Ravens. If anybody can beat the 49ers, it is the Ravens. I mean, if you look at I think right now, the two best teams in the NFL, and this going from records and team playing right now, you gotta give in the AFC. The best team in the AFC is the Baltimore Ravens. The best team in the NFC are the need to say the 49ers as of right now. They're playing the best. They had their hiccups. So, but right now, if any team can go ahead and put the brakes on the 49ers, it's the Ravens. I'm a lion. I am a Lions fan and a Ravens fan. Have his week and a Miami Dolphins. New York Giants fan this week. Okay, I see where you're going. Yeah, and I'm also a Panther fan too this week because I'll tell you what, I want the Panthers. I want the Panthers to beat Green Bay, so I'm a Panther fan this week too. And it's I mean there's a couple of reasons. It's just because anytime Green Bay loses, that's always a party for me. You know, a great party for me, and also it's like that. Then you know, nothing against the uh, the Bears or anything, but I don't want to see them get better with that number one overall pick that they could trade again and get a number one overall pick again next year from somebody. So, I just kind of want the Panthers to win just so that so they don't get the no, that number one overall pick. The Bears don't get the number one. New York Giants play the Eagles. Yep, that's for sure. That's why you're a New York Giants fan. Yeah, exactly. And of course, the Cowboys play Miami. Yeah, these are all definitely. And 49ers play the Ravens. These are, yeah. Yeah, right. I totally agree with you on those games. Totally, 100%, 100% agree with you. I want all those teams to win, and of course, I added, of course, the uh the Panthers, Carolina Panthers, because I want, number one. It's just that draft. I mean, you know, uh, the Bears will still get a high draft choice no matter what from them. But it's just that you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I want those teams to lose out too. The 49ers, the Cowboys, and of course the Eagles. Because oh yeah, I understand where you're going with that. I exactly understand. That's just because they're the enemy of my enemy. That's what it is because they play the teams that are in our way. So yeah, I understand exactly. Uh, I'm always a Detroit Lions fan, all day, every day, for life till I die. Now there's only one thing, okay, that will not make me a Detroit Lions fan. There's only one thing, and to be totally honest and brutal with everybody, if the Lions ever move out of Detroit, unless it's somewhere near me, like Grand Rapids or something like that, but if the Lions ever move out of Detroit, I will no longer be a Lions fan. That would be the only thing that would ever cause me to go ahead and leave that team. Because this fan base has been the most loyal fan base and has stuck to them through. Not that the Lions are talking about moving out. Don't get me wrong, they're not. But other than that, I will always be a Lions fan. Always. That's the only thing that would if they moved out of the city of Detroit, like if they moved over to St. Louis or something like that. No. If the Detroit Lions never become okay, if the Detroit Lions never become the NFL team anymore, if they kick us out, I will not have no NFL teams. I could, yeah, definitely. Now, see, and I'm just saying, I mean, the Lions will always be a franchise, and I don't think they'll ever kick us out. Uh, I'm just saying that. But if the Fords ever sold the team, and you know, and the new owner wanted to take them out of Detroit, that's what I'm saying. Is like if they became the Oakland Lions or something like that, or if they became the St. Louis Lions, or the Lions, or if the NFL wanted to expand over into Europe, and they decided to go ahead and move some teams over to Europe, and the Lions were one of them. No, I'm not going. If you leave the city, if you leave the state that I'm in, and stuff like that, no, I'm not. Because that does not show loyalty. Yeah, but it'll never happen. Lions never move. We make a bunch of money for the NFL. Michigan makes the NFL too much money. Yeah, that's. Hey, if you look at there would be no Thanksgiving game if it wasn't for the Lions. You know, uh, Dallas came along and copied the Lions to have their annual Thanksgiving game. Then the NFL expanded teams and stuff like that. The Lions were the original creators of the Thanksgiving Day game. So, it's like, that's one of the ways they make it. There's all type of licensing fees and stuff like that. And yeah, the Lions have been a team that has made a lot of money for the NFL. Uh, and I think that the Lions fans have shown, if you give the city of Detroit and the state of Michigan a team that is worth watching, you know, the sky can be the limit to the amount of money that can be drawn in. I mean, sure, the Lions did great all the time when they were, when they were horrible and stuff like that. But look at how much more you got when you're a good team. And hopefully the Fords and the NFL have got it through their minds that, hey, you give this city, you give this team a good product, you can go ahead and make a hell of a lot more money. You know? Yeah, they moved the Chargers again because they have no fans really. Well, see, look what they did with Oakland Raiders. And yeah, I mean, and a lot of it's the owners too. You know, I mean, it was like Oakland, then LA, and of course, if you look at what the Rams did. The Rams went ahead and they moved from LA over to St. Louis and back to LA after quite a while. And that no, it's and now I mean, the Raiders are now in Las Vegas and stuff like that. I think they're going to be in Las Vegas. Yeah, we do definitely have a big fan base that makes the money. Yeah, and that's true. And if they and I mean, the money will keep pouring in and stuff like that. I mean, hey, we went through all in 16. We went through, there's Lions fans. I mean, you lived it. I'm not telling you anything new. You know, so as a Lions fan, we've been loyal to them. We've been loyal to them throughout. When they've been bad, when they've been 0 and 16, when they only won 2 or 3 games, when ever since the induction, the start of the Super Bowl. Um, when the Lions have had trouble. Yeah, 0-16. Yeah, the first team ever to go 0-16. That's one record I didn't want to have. Then, of course, a couple years later, Cleveland had to go ahead and follow that. You know, so yeah. No, I don't want to be the first team ever to go 0-17. That would suck. You know. Now, what did the 0-16 season brought us? It brought us Matthew Stafford. It brought us Dominican Sue. Jim Schwartz. Where they were starting to rebuild. So, I mean, the one thing that the 0-16 season did, it did help us to get some players, but unfortunately, that came like a season before the rookie salary cap. So so Lions got hit hard. I mean, just think if they would have been able to sign like Sue and Stafford to you know to a uh, to a rookie salary cap, we could. But that came a little bit. The rookie salary cap came like a couple years after that. So all right, okay. My dream Super Bowl Detroit Lions versus Cleveland Browns. Lions win the Super. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Now my dream is just this, and this is what I want for Christmas. I tell one of my co-workers, I go, what I want for Christmas is for Lions to win the Super Bowl. That would be the greatest present right now. I mean, I cannot say the greatest present ever, but that'd be great. To see the Lions win the Super Bowl. And I don't care who is against. But yeah, I can see what you're saying because those two teams, even though this current Cleveland is not the original Cleveland, but those are the two franchises that have been around since the beginning of the NFL, and those two have not won the Super Bowl. Yeah, to see those two play each other and the Lions to come up on top would be just outstanding uh, in the Super Bowl. And remember, it was against Cleveland was when Matthew Stafford got his first um, that shoulder separation, and he ended up beating Cleveland. Okay, so yeah, the only team to go on 16 be great to see. Lions versus Cleveland be nice fire. See Super Bowl but the Lions win. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, the two teams that have ever went 0-16, to go ahead and make it to the Super Bowl, and the Lions win. Of course, the Lions win the Super Bowl. Yeah, definitely that would be. And I mean that'd be a lot of the media would have a field day with that too, for sure. Hey, how's it going, Steve? How's it going, Steve? Man, are you ready for some football? I am. I'm ready for some football. Man, those Rams are looking good, aren't they? Whew, damn. We just might end up seeing Stafford come back and play it. Yeah, we were talking earlier. It would be great to see the Lions beat just go ahead and open up a can of whip butt over at Minnesota. I don't care who Lions play in the Super Bowl. Just want the Lions versus the Browns in the Super Bowl. Yeah. I'm ready to win the division finally. Exactly. Exactly. I hear you, brother. I am 100% with you, man. I'm yeah, let's just go ahead and let's just win that darn division. Get it over with. Get that monkey off our back. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh God. Excuse my French, and I know it ain't French, but man, I hear you, brother. Definitely hear you. Oh, we we finally win the division Sunday. I got to get T-shirts, 2023 NFC North champions. Yeah, yep. Detroit Lions. Exactly, exactly. Oh boy. So it's I mean the Rams are kind of getting hot here. Matthew Stafford and the Rams are getting hot here, approaching playoff times. I'm that 30-22 win over the Saints. Wow, OMG, look at that. You know, we could see the Rams in the playoffs. I'm not exactly sure if I want the Rams coming back to with Matthew Stafford and playing the Lions at Ford Field. Lions beating the Vikings is my Christmas gift. All right. Yes, yes, yes. I want to grant that Christmas. I was telling a coworker at work yesterday. I go, yeah, I my Christmas. What I want for Christmas is for the Lions to win the Super Bowl. oh, oh boy, yeah, exactly. Lions beating the Vikings, awesome. That just 100% will seal the deal. Yep. If the Lions' first playoff game this year versus the Rams, it is race. Oh boy. Rams versus the Lions would be a good game. I would wear my Stafford jersey to the game. Oh wow. Wow, what a slap in the face to Jared Goff, buddy. OMG. OMG. What you need to do is you need to wear it backwards. Or upside down. Ah, you. Oh, boy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Stafford put in a lot of years for Detroit, and yeah, he did his best to go ahead and help get us, uh, go ahead and help try to get us to the uh, playoff. He got us in a few playoffs games, but yeah, uh, yeah, Tim Goff is used to getting slapped in the face. Oh my God! Oh wow! 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 Only quarterback that matters. Jared Goff beating his ex Rams. I I got I got. Oh wow! Oh, I'm rooting for Jared Goff too. Uh, yeah. I'm glad Stafford got his Super Bowl and all that other stuff. I have no I have no ill feelings against Stafford going to the Rams. You know, However, in saying that, Stafford did what he had to do, you know. And I'll tell you, I think by Stafford leaving, it gave us a better team, you know. So, and you know, Stafford can go ahead and win all the games that he wants to, as long as it doesn't hurt my Detroit Lions. That's the only thing that I care about. If it hurts my Detroit Lions, I don't want Stafford to win. Plain and simple. Because I'm a Lions fan. I have no ill will against Stafford, but anything that hurts my Lions team, the enemy of my enemy is my enemy. Okay. I am okay. Hey Tim, your thoughts on them raising the prices on season tickets next year? I'm sure they probably will. Because they gave uh a good product. But man, it sucks if you're buying season tickets. I mean, I think they're you know, but is it going to help them to sign some of these players? That's I mean, uh I mean, season tickets are already so much money and stuff like that. Yeah, I think they'll raise the season ticket prices next year. Yeah, I just think that you know we just need to go ahead and me and you need to go up and we need to team up and find a way to become uh get in that press box and be in that press box. That'd be awesome. Can you see us being in that press box at every game at Ford Field and them getting us free drinks and free? Oh wow. Uh, yeah, I'm a fan of Lions, not players. Yeah, I can see that. Uh, People root for Stafford over them on Team Lions. In the playoffs, not real Lions bandwagon fan jumpers. Yeah, you got the dedicated Lions. I mean, and yeah, and we have lived through Dickinson and all that other stuff. But yeah, so you being a season ticket holder, how do you feel about about the Lions raising the season? I don't like it. You know that's one of the things. Oh, wow, wow, damn, holy cow! What are they trying to do? Chase away the fans? Wow, damn, that sucks. That 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 sucks. I'm a Lions fan, not a player. Fans come and yeah, players come and go. Leave the Lions. Don't hurt me. I am still a Lions fan. Yeah, and that's a way of yeah. What I'm like I'm saying. Hey, I have nothing against Stafford. I just don't I just don't want to I definitely see where you're coming from. Jared Goff is the guy that we need to win to performance, but I'm not gonna hate on I I accidentally muted my light, my mic. Yeah, yeah, I know that does suck. Uh, I think the only 1 year that they didn't raise it was it they didn't they didn't raise it that 1 year when they only won 3 games that first year of Campbell, right? But other than that, they have raised it. I know, and it does suck. Okay, number 16 is our quarterback. Definitely go Jared Goff. Jared Goff versus Matthew Stafford any day of the week. I'm going to take Goff right now. If you know number 9, not our quarterback anymore. Yeah, we know that. Uh, hey people, hey, how's it going, Detroit fan? How's it going? Glad you could come in. Yeah, we're just looking at if Matthew Stafford. I mean, hey, I'll tell you what. I wanted, the Rams are a team that can scare me. Matthew Stafford has great comeback ability and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to meet him in the playoffs, especially the Matthew Stafford that knows how to go ahead and get those comeback victories. But if that Matthew Stafford goes ahead and throws the game winning interception for Lions, hell yeah. I mean, hey, I want him to, if the Rams come and play Detroit, I want Detroit to throw a clobber knocker like uh, Jim Ross used to say, yeah, give a slobber knocker to Matthew Stafford, you know, because at that time he is okay. Now I was a Dan Orlovsky fan, even though he sucked. When 0-16, he was our quarterback, even though I don't like him. Oh, the guy that stepped out of the end zone. Oh boy, okay. Oh man. Uh man, when I started watching Lions later in life because I I was raised without a father in the home, and my mom did not like football, did not like any sports, so we really didn't watch watch the games on TV or anything until my brother started watching them and stuff like that. But the first quarterback for me that I remember was Gary Danielson. That was his first quarterback. Then I remember Eric Hippo taking over and stuff like that. Uh, backup end zone. Yeah, backed up end zone versus, stepped out. Yeah, stepped out of bounds and lost the game. And I'll tell you what, back then I used to listen to Jim Rome, because I was on days back then. When the Lions went 0-16, and I'll tell you what, Jim Rome got me to not like Jim Rome because he was so much rooting for the Lions to go 0-16 because he wanted to see some team win 0-16 or go 0-16. So I kind of lost my liking for Jim Rome back then. I don't know if he's even still on the radio, but I remember he was on ESPN and stuff like that. And I used to listen to him on ESPN radio. Uh, but yeah, I remember Dan Orlovsky backed out of the end zone. Yeah, that's But and that was weird when they just cap him and they kept yeah, I'll tell you, I used to call him Dan Orlovsky. But one thing about Dan Orlovsky is he has been a champion for the Lions as far as not in his playing ability, but he has been one that on ESPN that has given the credit to the Lions and saying about a lot of the stuff that ended up they didn't think that he said he didn't think that a lot of people, a lot of the sportscasters were fair to the way the Lions are. So, that's one of the reasons I like Dan Orlovsky as a person, you know, but as a quarterback, he kind of ranks up like with Tim Boyle, go Boyle somewhere else. It's just like, you know, um, yeah. But wow, we've been on this for 2 hour and hour and I'm probably gonna be on a bit later on today. Uh, I do need to wrap this up for now. I'll probably try to do a stream early morning tomorrow. Like early Saturday, like at midnight or something like that, depending on how things go. Uh, but hey, thanks everybody for stopping in. Thank you, George Jackson, for all your interaction. Thank you, Steve, 313 New Breed. Thank you, Detroit Line Fan Man. If there is any more questions, any more, you know, uh, comments, definitely want to post them. Hope everybody has a very, very Merry Christmas, or whatever holiday or religion you guys are. Just kind of really hope everybody has that. Enjoy. I don't like the Lions raising the ticket prices. Wow. But hey, I do want to see those Lions win this game. Go Lions! Let's win the NFC North. Go! No. Let's go Lions! Thank you very much for coming in. This is Maniac Tim. We'll be back.